Penny's Magical Adventure. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Penny. Penny loved bedtime because every night, her dreams took her on the most magical adventures. She had her favorite pink pajamas, her softest teddy bear, and her shiny star blanket that always made her feel cozy. One evening, as Penny climbed into bed, she whispered to her teddy, "Tonight, let's have the best adventure ever." She snuggled under her blanket, closed her eyes, and soon drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, Penny found herself in a sparkling forest. The trees had leaves that glowed like tiny stars, and the grass beneath her feet was as soft as clouds. Penny looked around and saw a beautiful rainbow path leading deep into the forest. "Where does this path go?" Penny wondered aloud. Just then, a tiny, shiny butterfly flew up to her. The butterfly's wings sparkled like diamonds. "Hello, Penny," said the butterfly. "This is the path to Dreamyland, a magical place where anything is possible. Would you like to visit?" "Oh yes, please," Penny said, her eyes shining with excitement. The butterfly fluttered ahead, and Penny followed. As she walked, she saw wonderful things. There were flowers that sang sweet songs, streams of glittering water that giggled as they flowed, and fluffy bunnies hopping around with golden crowns. Soon, Penny and the butterfly reached a big, golden gate. It shimmered in the moonlight, and on top of the gate were letters that said, "Welcome to Dreamyland." The butterfly tapped the gate with its tiny wing, and the gate opened slowly. Inside, Penny saw a land so magical, it took her breath away. There were castles made of candy, clouds that floated down to play, and even friendly unicorns grazing in meadows of rainbow-colored grass. "Wow," Penny said. "This is the most amazing place ever." Just then, a unicorn with a silver horn trotted up to Penny. "Hello, Penny," the unicorn said. "Would you like a ride? I can take you anywhere in Dreamyland." "Oh, yes, please," Penny said, climbing onto the unicorn's back. The unicorn's fur was soft and warm, and Penny felt safe as they galloped through Dreamyland. First, the unicorn took Penny to the Marshmallow Mountains. The mountains were big and fluffy, and Penny bounced on them like they were trampolines. "Wee," she giggled. "This is so fun." Next, they visited the Cotton Candy Cloud Park. Penny picked a piece of the pink and blue clouds to taste. It was sweet and melted in her mouth. "This is delicious," she said, laughing. Finally, the unicorn took Penny to the glittery lake. The lake sparkled like 1,000 tiny stars, and Penny dipped her toes in the water. It was cool and tickled her feet. Suddenly, the butterfly flew back to Penny. "It's time to go, Penny," it said gently. "You've had a wonderful adventure, but the sun will be rising soon." Penny felt a little sad to leave, but she knew she could always come back in her dreams. She hugged the unicorn and thanked it for the amazing ride. The butterfly led Penny back to the Golden Gate. As they walked, Penny waved goodbye to all her new friends, the singing flowers, the giggling streams, the fluffy bunnies, and the unicorn. When Penny stepped through the gate, she found herself back in her cozy bed, snuggled under her star blanket. She smiled, thinking about all the fun she had in Dreamyland. "Good night, Dreamyland," Penny whispered. "I'll see you again soon." Just as Penny was about to drift into a deeper sleep, she felt a soft tickle on her cheek. Opening her eyes slightly, she saw the tiniest sparkle floating in the air. It was the butterfly. "A little piece of Dreamyland for you," the butterfly whispered, leaving a trail of glittering dust on her pillow. Penny smiled, knowing that even when she wasn't dreaming, a bit of the magic would always stay with her. With her heart full of happiness and her teddy tucked close, Penny whispered, "Thank you," before closing her eyes and letting the sparkle of Dreamyland fill her dreams once again. As Penny lay there, her eyes fluttering closed again, she thought about all the amazing things she saw in Dreamyland. "Maybe next time, I'll build a candy castle or swim in the glittery lake," she whispered softly to her teddy bear. The stars on her blanket seemed to twinkle as if they agreed. Penny smiled, knowing that her magical adventures were just the beginning, and Dreamyland would always be waiting for her every time she closed her eyes. And as she drifted further into sleep, she imagined what other surprises might be waiting in Dreamyland. Would she meet more magical animals, or maybe fly on a cloud? The thought made her giggle softly. Penny knew one thing for sure: every adventure in Dreamyland was filled with wonder, laughter, and friends, and she couldn't wait to return.